All right, Nick, let's talk about the New England Patriots. I'm so excited when we talk about the Patriots because this is a team that has had a really tough couple of years, the last 2 years. But I really, truly believe things are starting to turn around. You've got the prospect of Drake May coming into the fold. You've got a lot of young playmakers around this team who are really coming into their own. And there's potentially a new guy on the block when we're talking about the offensive line that has really started to come into his own as well. Of course, we're talking about third-round draft pick Caden Wallace. Let's get into the article, and then we can talk more about this on the other side. This, of course, is from over on PFF. It says, with Trent Brown now in Cincinnati, the Patriots have a massive hole at left tackle that went largely untouched this offseason. Mike Onwenu is expected to man the right side of the line, but Chuks Okorafor, Vernon Lowe, Calvin Austin, and third-rounder Caden Wallace are all right tackles. As such, someone will need to switch sides. Given the track record of the other three tackles, Wallace should have every opportunity to be that guy. He has some success lining up opposite his first-round teammate, Fashanu, putting up a 72.8 pass blocking grade while allowing just 13 pressures and 1 sack last season. There may be some early growing pains, but Wallace has the potential to develop into a quality starting left tackle in New England. Nick, I think this is great news for the Patriots. Obviously, a guy switching sides, kind of tough, but better to do it early in their career rather than later, and Wallace seems like a guy with the pedigree to be able to do that. I'm curious what your thoughts are on Wallace, but before we get to you Patriots fans, in the comment section below, I got a good one for you because there are so many good names on this list. Let us know in the comments below, who is your favorite Patriots offensive lineman of all time? There's literally an innumerable amount of Patriots offensive linemen that are fantastic. So this is going to be a really tough one, but let us know your favorite one in the comment section below. While you're down there, check out the description below the video. We know the Patriots fans, they're always the smartest fans in all of football. So we have the list just for you, a list of our favorite NFL-based books, whether it's autobiographies or books that break down the game of football itself. Check that out in the description below if you want to continue to be the smartest fans in the comment section. But Nick, what are your thoughts on the addition of Caden Wallace?
Yeah, well, first of all, my brother-in-law, Natick Mass, he'll definitely agree with you about the Patriots fans being the smartest in football, so he appreciates that there for sure. But when you talk about Caden Wallace, right, he's one of these prospects. When you look at everybody the Patriots acquired through the draft, obviously Drake May, still all the headlines, rightly so, quarterback, future franchise guy. You look at the receivers, right, they got all the attention outside of Drake May. But Wallace is one of the more interesting pickups that the Patriots made, and I think it has a chance to have a massive impact. I think we're looking at the future left tackle here for the Patriots. Look, obviously May's the franchise quarterback, multiple receivers here to shore up the passing game. Those guys got all the attention. The Patriots just extended Stevenson. So we can see the playmakers kind of set in stone for the future for New England. But I think Wallace has a really good opportunity here, and I think he's got the tool set, the skill set to become the left tackle the Patriots are looking for. And there's a lot of reports when I dug through the timeline on Wallace that really indicate that. This is what Eric Galko said about him. He works with the Shrine Bowl, the director of football operations, at the Shrine Bowl. He said this. He said the Patriots just got an instant impact offensive lineman who can potentially start an offensive tackle in Caden Wallace. He was dominant in the Shrine Bowl, consistently shows smooth, efficient, and movement skills. Gerard Mayo himself came out and said that his assistant coaches, his coaching staff, believe Caden Wallace could shift to left tackle and play both sides, no problem at all. So we're seeing buy-in from all-star coaches in college. We're seeing Gerard Mayo and his staff believe he can get it done. We're hearing reports from PFF, the analytics folks, right? So we're seeing a lot of corroborating evidence here. And when you dive into Wallace's draft profile, according to NFL.com, you can see why. Because if you look at his selling points here, it reads like a quality left tackle. These are his strengths, again, according to NFL.com. Displays tenacious effort to stay connected to his blocks. You want that in a left tackle. Fits up blocks with proper base and hand placement. Again, base, hand placement, that's how you stop a bull rush. Pass sets with good posture and proper weight distribution. That's how you defend against counter moves like swim moves and things like that, making sure you have a good base. Your weight's not all over the place, right? You're technically sound there. You can beat those counter moves. So far, he's a guy who gets on people, can defend the bull rush and defend the counter moves. And then the final point here, does a nice job recognizing twists and sliding feet with inside moves. So again, when a defense tries to mix things up to do a twist or a stunt, when defensive linemen cross each other to try and get offensive linemen running into each other to create opportunities, Wallace has the history, the pedigree to handle those at a high level as well. So no matter where you look at, whether it's his draft profile, whether it's all-star scouts, whether it's Gerard Mayo and his coaching staff himself, whether it's the folks at PFF, everybody agrees that Wallace is one of these top-notch rookies in this class, kind of an under-the-radar guy. And whether Drake May becomes a star or not, I hope he does. He's got a lot of potential. Whether either of these young wide receivers step up, I think at least one of them will. I think both of them have a lot of talent. It may be Caden Wallace who steps up and has a most positive impact early for the New England Patriots.
Yeah, Nick, and you bring up PFF, and I think PFF, they are actually corroborating exactly what they said before the draft, before they even knew what Wallace was going to be doing or where he was going to be going. Because if you look at his NFL draft profile over on PFF, it doesn't have a lot, but it does have this. It says Wallace has lots of experience and good athleticism. His versatility makes him an ideal swing tackle, meaning he can play both sides of the ball, meaning he should be able to switch over to the left side no problem. This is a guy that they're lining up as a guy who can play both sides of the ball at any point during the game. So I think lining up and playing just one is right in his wheelhouse as well. So PFF outlined this. The New England Patriots capitalize it, and I think they did a great job because, as I said, they have a ton of guys who are specialized at right tackle exclusively. Having a guy that can come in and really fit in anywhere, that would have been the ideal position for them. And to get a quality starting left tackle in the third round, that's going to be kind of tough. But to get a right tackle or a swing type tackle in the third round, now you're talking, I think you're thinking, ahead of the game here. And I think an addition like Wallace is a very New England Patriots move. Talking about smartest fans in the game, talking about some of the smartest coaching and strategy moves as well. And I think Caden Wallace is the next one in that line of moves.